Hello, everybody, and welcome in to the final. Can't believe we're here, guys. The final regular season watch along of the season for the Toronto Raptors. Game 82. Raptors at home today, taking on the Brooklyn Nets. If Toronto wins, they're in. A win is 46 wins and first playoff appearance since 2022. That's all it takes. It takes a win today against an awful Brooklyn Nets team. Let's make a red today. Against an awful Brooklyn Nets team. That's all the Raptors got to do. It is not a for sure thing, but if they win, they are in. If they win and the Atlanta Hawks lose, and Atlanta are resting everyone today, the Raptors are the 5 seed. Atlanta, laying up today, it looks like. I'm not sure if they've identified something with the matchup against the New York Knicks as their preferred opponent for the playoffs. I'm not sure if they just want to, look, we did our job. We're in the top 6. Let's not get hurt. Let's not get greedy. I'm not sure what the thoughts are for the Hawks, but they're resting everyone today. Not everyone. They're resting their main guys. All of their main guys are resting today. The Raptors, nobody's resting. All hands on deck for the Raptors today. Everyone, except for Chuck Hepburn, is available. Important one today. Important one today. Interesting one today. But Raptors win and in. It is just got to do their job. And today's game against the Brooklyn Nets. Well, it is it's a big spread. The Raptors today are favored by 23.5 points. To contextualize that spread, the Raptors were favored by, in a game they lost, by about 11 points to the Kings last week. They're favored by 23.5 to 24 tonight. My research suggests, since this data became available and reliable, the largest spread that a team has overcome to just straight up win the game is like 18, 17.5, 18. So I said on Friday, at best we have a 90% chance to win this game. I was wrong. It is a lot greater than 90. We're pushing 100% win probability here before the game begins. The Raptors will start today's game with roughly 97% win probability. So, nothing in sports is a certainty, but they just got to show up to the game, and that should be enough today. I don't think Brooklyn are even going to have any desire to win this game. So just show up and get the job done. The Nets could move down in the standings still. So I guess that's what they're looking to do. Let's just get it done, man. The spread is humongous. Let's just win this game. This would be not only if Brooklyn won this game, not only would it be the biggest upset in NBA history, it would be like since the tracking became available on spreads and purely going off spreads. Not only would this be the largest upset in NBA history, it would be by like a absolute landslide, gaping hole, the largest upset in NBA history. So, got to get this one done. Got to win the game today. And all hands on deck means we should get that done. Thank you to everyone for joining me here today. I appreciate it. Big day for the Raptors here. Let's go through the chat. Thank you to everyone joining me. We've got FTC Clip, Pickleball Pat, Adam H, Matucci, Ali, Mr. Reed, 905 Yada, 3-year member. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, I need to look at this comment. Mr. Reed said it's more complicated than that winning in because of the BS three-way tie rule. Okay. Would that be a scenario where we are tied with both Orlando and Atlanta? Because we own the tiebreaker over the Magic and the Hawks. That's what it says in the notes. And I just knew the top of my head. Enlighten me. Is there a scenario where a three-way tie nullifies the head-to-head tiebreakers? Okay. Atlanta's playing Boston today. Boston aren't going to play them, so Atlanta's going to win that game. Three-way tie goes in division rec. Okay. Let me try to understand this. Okay. Let's say three of us win. Is there a scenario where the Raptors can win this game and be the 7th seed? No. No. Unless I'm wrong, I don't see any unless you go to the 8th seed with a win. It's weird, but I don't see any possibility unless I'm reading this incorrectly. These are the seeding scenarios. In every situation where the Raptors are the 7 or 8 seed, can I zoom in? In every situation, I'll zoom in a sec, where the Raptors are the 7 or 8 seed, they lose. Magic are to win today. Boston's gonna lay out. Well, Boston are fucked, man. Boston could win, but Orlando's probably gonna win that game. My understanding is we are in complete control here, and I'm looking at this again. You guys, let me know. Every situation where the 7 seed, I see Brooklyn winning. I see Brooklyn winning. I see Brooklyn winning. I see Brooklyn winning, Brooklyn winning, Brooklyn winning, Brooklyn winning, Brooklyn. 8th seed, Brooklyn. I don't see it. I don't see any tiebreaker stipulation here. If somebody has a correction, tell me. But yeah, I'm gonna go with what I said at the start of the show until told otherwise. Win and 6th seed. Win and Hawks lose. 5th seed. That's the situation. Lots of guys resting for the Nets, who we were favored heavily over anyways. Nobody resting for the Raptors. So once again, the spread here is 24 points. The largest spread for any team that has ever won an NBA game based on my research is 18. I think that's even high. It might be 17.5. So again, this would not only be the biggest upset in NBA history in a regular season game, it would be by far and away a new universe for upsets in the NBA. Like I said, if the Raptors show up, they're going to win this game. There's some rule called divisional tiebreaker. I just looked at every possible stipulation, every situation. If this team beats that team, if that team beats this team, every single scenario where the Raptors win this game, they are a top 6 seed. Lock it in. That's I haven't seen any evidence that says we could be the 7th seed despite winning this game. Again, if you can legitimately correct me, please do it, because I don't want to be wrong. I'm happy to be, be enlightened. But, again, I don't see anything that suggests the Raptors can fall to the 7th seed with a win today. They start the game here with a turnover, though. That's not helpful. I'll get the scoreboard up and going for us here. 3 ball drops for the Nets, who take the 3-0 lead. No, I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm really not. I feel very confident the Raptors are going to win, so I don't feel nervous. I could eat those words, but I feel like we're going to win this game. So let's get it going. 3-0 for the Nets, though. Powell to, is that Seraph? Other way. Raptors get the stop. Barnes backing down Powell. Kick out to quickly. Open for 3 to tie it up at 3. Off the mark. Rebound goes towards the Nets. What I haven't, you know what I didn't check, guys, is if we win, the Hawks lose. Is there a way? Is there a way we win and the Hawks lose and we're still the 6th seed? I'd actually be curious about that. If the Raptors win and the Hawks lose, so Orlando would have to win. Sorry, I'm not watching the game because I want to make sure we have this right. If the Raptors win and the Hawks lose, and Orlando wins, the Raptors are the 5 seed. Oh no, the 6 seed. Sorry. Okay, sorry. My apologies. It's not as simple as I laid it out to be, as far as reaching the 5th seed. If the Magic win, we cannot be the 5 seed, unfortunately. Okay. I understand. The 3-way tie does not affect our ability to make the top 6. However, we are very, very unlikely to be the 5 seed regardless of what happens today. Okay. My apologies. That is the stipulation that exists with the tiebreaker. So the very likely event today, with the Hawks being very large underdogs and the Magic being very large favorites, as well as us being very large favorites, the most likely scenario today is that the Raptors win and end up as the 6th seed. There are ways for that not to happen, but if the Raptors do their job today, it's very likely that it will not land in the 5 seed. So that is why the Atlanta Hawks have the capability of resting guys today and still very likely being the 5 seed. Now, stipulation is Orlando have had some rough games and could lose to Boston. That would benefit us greatly, but Boston resting a lot of players, that's unlikely. And also, we got to make sure we win. Still early, but down 8-4 here. Okay, I understand now, guys. It's not as simple as win, Atlanta lose, and we're the 5 seed. Let's write this down for when this will inevitably have to come up again. This is a complicated scenario. So Toronto win. Atlanta win. Oh, Atlanta loss. That's it. So Toronto win. Atlanta loss. Orlando win. 6 seed. Atlanta loss. Orlando loss. Oh, I spelled loss wrong. 7 seed. So all this only matters if the Raptors win, which again, they should. Okay, so here it is. Here's the situation. Atlanta loss, Orlando win, 6 seed. If Atlanta wins, it's over. If Atlanta lose and Orlando lose, oh, I wrote 7 seed. We're the 5th seed. 5th seed. Wow. block my score. All right, here it is. Okay, Toronto win. Atlanta lose. Orlando win. Atlanta lose. Orlando win. 6th seed. Atlanta loss. Orlando loss. Toronto win. 5 seed. So we need to avoid the 3-way tie. Again, just, top 6 is top 6. I want top 6. We make the top 6. I'm happy. As Pirtle reverse layup ties it up at 8. So we do need to keep an eye on both Atlanta and Orlando today, but they have big spreads. Atlanta's a 10.5 point underdog today. Orlando is a 13-point favorite today over Boston. So unfortunate that Boston have clinched their position and have nothing to play for there. RJ on the cut, lays it in. Raptors lead 10-8. So a bit of a not great start, but like I said, I'm not nervous for today's game. Okay, let's take a look at Boston and Orlando's situation and lineups here, because let's see how dire it is as far as lineups are. So for the Magic, it's their Franz Wagner's back. They've got Banchero in, Wendell Carter, Desmond Gion Suggs. That's their starting 5. They've got guys available. Celtics have started today. Shulga, Shireman, Walsh. Is it Shireman? I forget. I always forget. They started Ron Harper Jr., Luka Garza today. Okay. Yeah, Orlando's gonna win that game. Boston are just a well-oiled machine. Mazzulla's a great coach. He could coach them to a win there. I think it's unlikely. Not looking good there. As for the Hawks, they're starting Kispert, Newell, Riz-Shea, Bradley, and Wallace. The Heat have brought their guys. The Heat should win this game. So we should be getting our favor from the Heat. It's unlikely we're getting that same favor from the Celtics. That's a pretty dire lineup. Yeah. Delano Banton might play today, too. Ron Harper Jr. started. I mean, come on. Boston, though, they've got a good coach. They're a well-oiled machine, as I just said. So, it's entirely possible they could pull off that upset there. But, again, let's just make sure we take care of business. And, again, if it's top 6, it's top 6. So, let's take care of our business. I don't want to play the Knicks. The team that beat us 5 times this season, I don't really want them in the first round. But, again, playoffs are playoffs. I got the Masters on here as well. Where are we at right now? Rory McIlroy in the lead. I'm missing a really good end to the Masters for this, unfortunately. I wish this game was an hour later so I could watch the end of this. It was a great Masters Sunday. Do I think the Knicks would sweep us? Can't deny the possibility. I think the Raptors would get at least one, though. But that's clearly a series we don't match up well in. Unfortunately, watching Pirtle in that game on Friday, man, I don't know. I don't even know where you can play Pirtle. I don't even know what the match would have to be to think Jakob Pirtle can play some minutes. CMB is gonna have to be humongous if that series ends up happening. For the people coming in, if the Raptors win and Orlando win, we're the 6th seed. If the Raptors win and Orlando and Atlanta lose, we're the 5th seed. These are the stipulations today. You know what? I should put it on screen. I really should. It's going to come up a lot. I just want to make sure we're taken care of here. No shade. It's confusing. I just learned where the three-way issue lies from Orlando. But if we win, we cannot finish outside the top 6. Change the font. Let's do... Why is that phone not working? Sorry. All right, let's just do this. Raptors up 14-11. Pirtle streaking to the rim, missing. Sorry, I'm trying to do a few things here. All right. If all this again, if Raptors win. Actually, let's do if Toronto win, ATL loss, Orlando loss, Orlando win. 6 seed. And we'll do another one. Okay. If Toronto win, Atlanta loss, Orlando loss, 5th seed. Oh, I wrote it. I did it wrong. Okay, hang on. Oh, wait. No, because I copied it. Okay, it's just going to have to be all in one go. Okay, ignore my stupidity here with the formatting. Let's just... Okay, here we go. No more doubts. There it is. Or Toronto win, Orlando and Atlanta lose, we're the 5th seed. If Orlando wins, we're the 6th seed. If Atlanta wins, we cannot go above them, of course. Why don't we just add it? Another line. There we go. Now we're completely covered. 17-11. 5 minutes to go in the first. Sorry about the housekeeping there, but I just for it is confusing, just so people understand it a bit better when they come in. And so selfishly, I don't have to explain it a bunch of times throughout the stream because it is confusing. I understand people asking the question. That's it. There we go. When the Hawks play. They're playing right now. Every game in the East, other than the Chicago Bulls, is going on right now because the Bulls are playing the Mavericks. Every single game from the Eastern Conference, other than that one involving the Bulls, is happening right now. So that teams cannot find out about results earlier in the day and know if that they are safe and can rest people. This is to promote having to play your guys. Now, there will be situations like the Atlanta one where they know they don't have to win in all likelihood. But it is designed to eliminate that possibility. Because if we were coming into today and Orlando had lost and Atlanta had won, for example, we could just say, well, we're not going to move in the standings, so we're good. Again, coach challenge for the Nets. I'll lock in here. Taking a look around the scores. Miami up 9 early on the Hawks. Boston currently tied with the Magic. Those are the games that matter to us, so long as the Raptors win. But they are big favorites to do so. The RJ Tunnel Vision, the classic. Taking on the world. It happens. Why is it that if the Raps win and Orlando wins, Orlando would be the 5th seed? I don't think there's any situation where that's even possible. Orlando cannot end the day as the 5th seed in any scenario. No matter what happens, Orlando will not be the 5 seed. Thoughts on the Blue Jays so far? I was there yesterday. Injuries are a problem. I mean, yesterday they actually got, other than one inning, pretty good pitching. Lauer went 5 2/3, and he had one bad inning and gave up 7 runs. And then Miles comes in and has a really good 3 1/3, I think it was. Granted, the game was gone at that point. It was, injuries. It's unfortunate. They're being held back by so many injuries. Key players, starting catcher out. George Springer fractured his toe yesterday. They've got Trey Savage, big-time starting pitcher, out. They've got Shane Bieber, big-time starting pitcher, out. Cody Ponce, they just brought in. First game, he's out for a long time. Barrios is still out. Like, they've just had such shit luck with injuries so far that it's tough to overcome, and doesn't help when, Max Scherzer starts and gives up 8 runs in 2 innings, or Eric Lauer, so he gives up 7 runs in the 3rd inning. Why do we need the Magic to lose and the Hawks to lose to be the 5th seed? Don't we have the tiebreaker in both? The tiebreaker stipulations change when it is a 3-way tie, which it would become if Atlanta lose and Toronto and Orlando win. The tiebreaker in a 3-way tie goes to the division record, in which the Atlanta Hawks have the superior record to us, and we have the superior record to the Magic. Brandon Ingram from the corner out of the timeout, or the challenge timeout, and he drills it, 20-14 for the Raptors. In the 2-team tiebreakers, we have it over every team that can catch us or be tied with us today. We have it over everyone but Philly. So the 3-way tiebreaker is where the issues arise for the Raptors. Mamu in the corner, Walter for 3. Can he keep his hot run going? You bet he can. Raptors by 9, 23-14. Okay, at the end of the first quarter, I can try and put other scores on the screen. But I'm gonna watch the rest of the first quarter. I'll try to get some other scores up after that. So the news yesterday, the non-surprising news that I told you guys on Friday, AJ Lawson converted to a standard contract, so to sign to the end of the season, which means AJ Lawson will be postseason eligible for the Raptors. Elijah Martin, unfortunately, in street clothes today. We have seen the last of him this season because as a 2-way player, he's not eligible for the playoffs. That's my understanding. But AJ Lawson, the Raptors decided they are gonna have the option to use him for the postseason. Magic right now up by 5. Hawks down by 12. Wow. Barnes inbounds to nobody. Goes directly to the Nets. But then Shed blocks a 3-point attempt subsequently. Barnes to Shed. In the corner, Ingram. Up fake. Corner 3 is just off the mark. Wilson on the rebound and taking it to the rack. Missing the layup. Saraf cleans it up, lays it in, and timeout for the Raptors up by 5 here. Where is Ibaji? He could be out. They have 10 guys out today. So he could be one of those 10 that are out. Okay. All right. Let me try and get... let me try and get the Hawks and Magic score on screen. Let me see if I can perform surgery here. I'm going to do it on this screen. Give me a sec. I'm going to try and get the other scores that matter to us on screen to help us follow along. Okay, bear with me. Wow, took in Jamal Shed, 82nd appearance of the season. Great for him. Okay, I think I'm going to get the games on screen for us here in just a moment. But again, I don't imagine they are going to go our way. So I recognize a game is going on, but I have started this. And I do kind of want to finish this. All right. I'm hearing good things. Brandon Ingram made a cool play. I'm hearing good things. All right. In about 5 seconds, you'll have the scores on screen. Okay, maybe a bit longer than 5 seconds, but you'll have it momentarily. Okay, there we go. Sorry. All right. Now we have everything we need. Now we have everything we need. Okay. There you go. It's 27-19 for the Raptors here. So, on track to doing our job here in this very lopsided, projected lopsided game. The Nets can lose by 20 points and cover the spread today. That is the state of affairs. Barnes to Quickly. Now, RJ Barrett. To Mamu. Down low to Scotty. Flips up top, Mamu for 3. Gets it to fall. Extends the lead out to double digits. 30-20 for the Raptors. Are these scoreboards working, by the way, that I've added? Yes, they are. Okay. Powell lays it in for the Nets. 8-point game. Yeah, they're moving. Okay, we're good. Quickly to Barnes. Now Mamu up fake. Driving. Getting the layup to fall. Restoring that 10-point advantage. Yeah, Rory's on track here for back-to-back green jackets. I wish I could have. I wish this game was an hour late and I could have just watched the final round, but it's all right. I've got it on my phone here. Roy typically fares well on the 18th here, I believe. Three balls good for Brooklyn. There's E.J. Liddell. I think he just signed. Big tee shot for Rory coming. Big three for Walter. Doesn't get this one to fall. Brooklyn on the rebound again. Game clock down to 38 seconds. Blocked by Walter. Other way for Quickly. 2-for-1 opportunity. Quickly attempting to use it. Floater in and out. The Raptors, second half of the season, they've been very aggressive in shooting in 2-for-1 opportunities. They must have chatted about this. If there's a 2-for-1 opportunity to be had, they go for it. As evidence there on an unlucky bounce out. Lay-in is good for Brooklyn. They're staying in the hunt here. 32-27. 4 on the game clock, as RJ finds his way to the paint, misses, and it will end off the first with the Raptors up by 5. Did Rory just send it into the trees there? Is that Rory's tee shot that's in the trees there? It would appear so. It appears that there is another tale to tell in this 2026 Masters. So I don't understand why the Raps can't be the 5 seed even if the Magic win. Because if the Magic win, for the Raptors to be the 5 seed, they have to win and the Hawks have to lose. If the Hawks lose, the Raptors win, their record is tied. If the Magic also win, there's a 3-way tie. When there is a 3-way tie, the tiebreaker shifts into division record, in which the Raptors do not have the superior division record to the Atlanta Hawks. That is why it changes. Way into the... Wow, Rory could be in trouble here. Banchero ejected for the Magic. You guys celebrate. That might actually be better for Orlando, to be honest. In a game they're supposed to win, just like playing clean basketball. I'm being a hater, but like you could make a case, to be honest. Okay, we've got to update the text. Okay. Now we gotta be covering our whole base, all our bases. That's gotta be it. So the tiebreaker that is currently the head-to-head record between the teams becomes the division record in the event of a 3-way tie. You know, I should mention 3-way tie. Wilson lays it in. And a foul called and 1. So Brooklyn chance to bring this lead down to 2. Yeah, Roy, a little trouble here. This is interesting. Is Franz playing? Franz Wagner is playing. Franz without Paulo. Magic are really good in those minutes from what I saw. But I haven't looked in a while, to be fair. So I could be ignorant. Quickly to RJ for 3. Nails it. So this is really confusing, by the way, because I also did not recognize this 3-way tie stipulation when I went live today. So I understand it now. I was always told, like, I always saw there was a 3-way tie issue, but I didn't realize how it could impact the Raptors, and now I do understand. Barnes lays it in on the fast break. Raptors 37-29. Barnes complaining about a lack of a call. And Liddell, other side, is fouled by Pirtle. I'm not going to add any stipulation if the Raptors lose, because we're in trouble. Yeah, Orlando cannot be the 5 seed today. Nothing can happen that would make Orlando the 5 seed. Franz Wagner got ejected. Buddy, what the hell is going on in this game? So Stu's Raptors tiebreaker on both. But they don't have the tiebreaker in a 3-way tie, which is the rule. Also, Atlanta would be trying today if this tiebreaker did not exist. Therefore, they have made their decision to lay up today because of the 3-way ties that exists. So the Hawks play things differently in the event that the tiebreaker rules are different. If you want a full look at the playoff scenarios, I'm going to pin the link to the image that has every scenario possible. With the Raptors being such large favorites, I don't think we need to go too deep into if Toronto lose. Just know if Toronto loses, we could be in trouble. However, did Franz Wagner actually get ejected, or are you guys messing with me? NBA young boys. What? This doesn't seem real. I'm going on Twitter now. So Cam Young's on says, so Cam Young could birdie this hole and go to a playoff if Rory double bogeys, which Rory's in the trees. He could be in a bit of trouble. Right, Rory's second shot coming up. We got a lot of shit going on here. I don't see anything about Banchero having been ejected on Underdog, who would be pretty quick to report that. I don't see anything saying Banchero got ejected. Oh. Okay. So Banchero didn't get ejected. And I missed Rory's second shot. Stop playing with me, y'all. Rory shot number 2. RJ for 3. Bang. This camera's not... I have no idea where Rory's second shot ended up. Too much going on, man. Too many sports. Raptors up 11. Quickly pushing the pace on the miss. Laying it up through traffic. Nice play. Seven-to-run Raptors. Timeout by Brooklyn. Where the fuck is the ball right here? Is he in the bunker? And the freaking chat won't update on its own anymore. Oh, because I freaking pinned that thing at the bottom. Oh, my God. All right, so I got to unpin that. Why is the pin at the bottom now and not the top? That's silly. That's silly. All this going on. I'm overstimulated right now. Rory's in the bunker, but he's near the green. If he gets on the green, is it a par 4? Does he have a 3-putt? Do I indulge in NBA Twitter? I do, yes. I don't love it these days. It's very rage bait, engagement bait. I also sometimes really dislike Raptors Twitter because the overreaction to things like Julian Reese having a good game for the Washington Wizards in a game they lose by 50 in April, as if all these center problems we had this guy the 905. Either through sheer stupidity or engagement bait. I see those posts, which are annoying. Rory in the bunker here. He's on the green. I mean, if it's a par 4, he can 3-putt. All right, sorry, he can 2-putt this. I imagine this is a par 4, so he's got 2 putts for another jacket here. I mean, this would be a fumble. That was a pretty good shot out of the sand for Rory. Rory McIlroy, that is. I'm watching the Masters if you're confused what's going on here. Checking on other scores here. Atlanta looks like they're going to lose. Atlanta's in trouble. So that's good for us. However, the one up here. Oh, one up here is the bigger one. Well, actually, it's not the bigger one because we need to see the Hawks lose in order to get into the 5 seed. But we need Orlando to lose as well. I love your video with the anti-tank. Thank you, Ball Hog. I appreciate that. You're a golf fan too. Not really, but I do enjoy the Masters. That's if I'm gonna watch any golf all year, it's Sunday Masters. I may watch some other majors for golf, but I won't watch anything other than a major. And I know the big name. I know Rory McIlroy. I know Scotty Scheffler, Justin Rose, Cam Young. I know these guys. .44-33 for Toronto here. Barnes at the line, knocking down his first free throw. If you guys are enjoying so far, I know it's a little chaotic. I know we're a little all over the place here. But if you are enjoying, do me a favor. Make sure you've hit the like button. It does support the content. Helps drive us up in YouTube algorithm. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We'll be doing watch-alongs like this for whatever postseason games the Raptors have. I am out of town the weekend of April 25th, though, so I'm alarmed of a possible big playoff game happening there. I'm going to figure out what's going on once we hopefully get a postseason schedule. Barnes laying it in on the fast break. Raptors up by 15. They're in control here. Did Rory make his putt? Did Rory make his putt or did he fucking fumble? Is he crying because he missed? Oh, he missed, but he's got to tap in. Okay. Oh, he's got to make it. He didn't tap it in yet. He's got to make it. But he needs to get composed here. He's crying. He hasn't even made the putt yet, no? He played Pebble Beach, San Andreas, so I like watching. Wow, man, I haven't played any cool courses. Oh, he can't putt because he's got... The other guy's got a... Young's got a putt. Okay. Have you ever played NBA 2K My League Online with the homies? Yes, I'm very bad at 2K, though, as evidenced by sometimes I've done video game streams. And I played 2K. I suck at 2K. I had some fun with it. I don't play a lot of... I mean, I play a little bit of pro clubs now in FIFA. Rory to tap in for the championship. He did it. Okay. Rory is the Masters champion. Good for him. 50-37. The Nets have 10 offensive rebounds. We have 0. Wow. That's not good. But we are up by 10 after that 3 by Etienne. 50-40. Orlando with a little bit of a lead on the Celtics with no reason to try today. Miami with a big lead over the Hawks, who have very little reason to try today. COD, I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I'm awful at COD. I was always awful at COD. But no, I don't play that. What do I play? Right now, I just play. I finished Ghost of Yotei. If I'm playing video games, I'm playing Pro Clubs with my friends in FIFA. I'm really good at FIFA. Even though I'm not as good as I used to be, I'm still very, very good. Conklin changed the Hornets to a shooter. We get no shoot except for Jacoby Walter. We got Jacoby Walter, though. We also didn't have that high of a pick. Was he third overall? Or was he second? We didn't have that high of a pick as well. We used the 19th overall pick to get Jacoby Walter. Do you know how hard it is being a Raps and Arsenal fan? Yeah, that must be tough. Yeah. Not a good day for Arsenal. No. I'm a Manchester United fan, so I'm in a bit of the doldrums right now. But hey, they've won a lot of games. Michael Carrick's doing quite well. We look quite good for a Champions League spot. Villa drew today. I did see Delano Banton is with the Celtics today. Yes, that's a showcase of how serious the Celtics are taking today's game. Unfortunate for us. Scotty in the Olympics team 2028. I mean, I think he could be. Play him anywhere, defend any position. There's some value to that. I'd be happy for him. Get some run there. It'd be a pretty bad look to finish lower than the Raptors in the standings. I got to be honest. Did I see Tottenham lose? Yes, I watched that one in full. That one I was looking forward to. Wow. Tottenham were awful today. Just absolutely awful today. Bergval is a 10. Horrible decision. Xavi Simon's on the bench. That's your best player. Richarlison on the left. Absolutely useless. Colomwani kind of stinks. Yeah. Sunderland deserved to win. Tottenham definitely deserve 3 points. I don't even think you can make a case for a draw there. They were horrendous again. The Leafs, I don't watch the Leafs because there's nothing to play for there. They should be trying to lose. I have no desire to watch that. I was at the Jays game yesterday, though, like I said. 52-43 here. After another 3 by the Nets. Barnes to Mamu. Dishes off to Ingram. Mamu, just fucking score that, man. Just dunk that. Missed layup there by Saraf, and it'll be out of bounds for Raptors ball. RJ Barrett with the defense there. Spurs versus Lincoln City in the league next season. Didn't Spurs play? Did they not play Lincoln last year in the Cup? Or was it somebody else? No, because Lincoln wouldn't be in League One, would they? No, sorry, they wouldn't be. It was a non-league team they played, actually. Anyways, I swear a non-league team. It actually wasn't Lincoln. Maybe I'm just mistaking it when Lincoln played Arsenal in the FA Cup. Anyways, yeah, some crazy fixtures could be on the cards next season. Could you imagine? I mean, Spurs are favored to go down at this point. Could you imagine that stadium? Like one of the best stadiums in the world in the championship. You've got fucking, what's like the most ridiculous? I guess Lincoln. Any team that comes up from League One. Crazy. 53-43. Another 3-ball for the Nets is off the mark. Barnes hauls in the rebound. Raptors sitting comfy here. They're kind of cruising. They're not, like, out of sight here. They got to keep going, but they haven't needed to be extraordinary here as Barrett draws a foul and heads to the line. Spurs versus Leicester champion 2027. I got bad news for you, Alex. Spurs might be in the championship next season, but I don't know about the other team. It looks like they won't be. Will I go to any World Cup games this year? I probably won't, just because it's so bloody expensive. It's pretty surreal thinking, like, you know, growing up as a kid, hoping that one day the World Cup comes to Canada, thinking that was, like, kind of impossible. Now it's possible. It's happening, and FIFA is bending me over a table with the ticket prices, essentially. So I will unfortunately have to just not go. It's awful. It's just heinous. How many shots did Jacoby Walter have to miss go below 40%? I ain't gonna do that math for you. Welcome to Canada. It's not just Canada, it's the US as well. It's FIFA. It's awful, man. They haven't even. There's so many tickets available for the Bosnia game. Like, you know how much I'd love to go to that game, but I can't pay thousands and thousands of dollars, man. I gotta pay rent. I gotta eat. Like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I can't even justify the prices despite the magnitude of the event. That's how bad it is. $56.48. Nets are hanging around here. Raptors will probably want this to be a bit more comfortable. How is it? Yeah, seriously, it's crazy, the prices. What city can it play? BMO Field. I live down the street from where the game is going to be playing, and I can't afford to go. Shed for 3. In mid-range, gets to fall. I can make a pretty short walk to the stadium in which the World Cup opener will be played, and I cannot afford to go to the event. Crazy. Shed to long ball to England. That's a terrible pass. Nets are within 8 here. Looking to make it a bit lower. And a blocking foul will send the Nets to the line, make it a 6-point game. There was a very big F-bomb caught on the mic there. I don't know if you heard that. I'll probably be in, like, the fan zone for today's game, or for that Canada game. I'll find, like, I'll try to get in there. Raptors are going to challenge this, actually. So Darko's going to use a challenger. He must have seen something to suggest that Mamu was in a legal guarding position. Yeah, I'll be at a bar. I'll be at the FIFA fan zone, whatever. Or I'll be at home. And I'll have a good time watching. And I won't be poor. Like, let me look it up. Canada versus Bosnia tickets. Okay, sure. We'll go on SeatGeek. Cheapest ticket. One ticket. $1,800. And that's for the top row of the scaffold bleachers. I don't know, man. I'm getting married next year. Am I going to, I'm trying to think, like, call to return. It's a good challenge by Darko. So, I'm getting married next year. I obviously need to pay for, that. So, I'm trying to think, like, what would I pay to go to this game? Like I was thinking like 1,000, but like, how selfish would it be to go to this game when I have a wedding next year? Kind of dumb. So, thank you. I've been engaged for over a year, but thank you. I got engaged in December of 2024, so it's been a while, but nonetheless, thank you. Yeah, am I going to spend $1,000 on tickets? A ticket? No. I think it would have to get to 500. If it's under 500, I will. I'll do it. I'll do it. 1,000 is just like a little selfish of me, I think. Yeah, how much are somebody told me tempo tickets like 50 to 100. But they went on sale yesterday. I don't know what that's going to cost. I'd like to go to some games. I don't really want to pay that much. I live close enough to these stadiums though that I can just like be at home and check like 30 minutes before the game and find a and hopefully find a cheaper ticket. Shed to the rim finishing. Like Toronto FC games, I'll buy a ticket like 30 minutes before the game for $15 and go in and I'll have an awesome time. No wedding watch. Wedding will just be some time off for me. Smith in the corner for 3 now. Smith, and he drills it. And Brooklyn in this game still. 6-point game. Yeah, if you are going to a BMO Field or a Toronto Stadium World Cup game, do not drink any water. Be prepared to not use the bathroom. If you use the bathroom, you're going to miss at least 15 minutes of the game. The bathroom situation is awful for the amount of people that went to game before the renovations. There's no additional washrooms. Do not drink water. Be prepared to hold it for the game. Walter, corner 3 is good. 63-54. How much are you going to spend on the wedding? I mean, I don't really want to disclose that, but it's going to be a hefty amount. It won't be a big wedding. Wow, Pirtle got crossed. Pirtle got crossed, buddy. This is not a good look before a potential postseason run. 63-56. Ingram out to Shed for 3. Does not go. Book a hotel time, go over steak dinner, lobster, watch the game. Less than 800. I mean, way less. I'll just watch with my friends and I'll have a good time. 63-56. Kick out to Saraf. Layup. Gets the foul. He's going to go to the line. Not like... definitely some nerves creeping in on the way the Raptors are playing here. They are up by 7, but it should be comfier than this. And a chance to make it 5 at the line for Brooklyn here. A little too close to be comfortable, but the Raptors should still win from here. Pirtle got fucking cooked there. Average wedding is $2K. I don't know about that, but it's going to be a bit pricey. Missed free throw the first one. Barnes checking in for the final 159. Scores around the league not going in our favor for the moment. Has not helped to have Colin Murray-Boyles in egregious foul trouble here. So we shouldn't need all hands on deck for a Brooklyn Nets game, but that's what we have here in game 82. I enjoy Toronto, and I definitely do not make 200K. Pirtle, intercepted pass. Very sloppy turnover there. Not a great couple minutes here for Pirtle. Malachi Smith working inside. The kick out. Brooklyn trying to get further into this lead. Shot spills away. Pirtle on the rebound. Rabs like a couple more buckets here to just feel comfier going into the half. Quick. Got to a spot in the paint. He's been good there. Gets that to fall. 65-57. Any words on it? Well, I appreciate that. I don't think so. I don't make that. I promise I don't make anywhere close to that. I'm very, very far away from that. To the rim, Liddell able to score. 70, 65, 59. A real culprit today, I think, possessions and some poor defense. BI to Barnes. Now Pirtle puts it in with the right. 45 seconds to go. Another stop would be nice here. Do I watch anime? I do not. I feel like we don't need Jakob too much this game. Could go that way in the second half, to be honest. Like, we're not dealing with a formidable big. We're not dealing with a lot of size. Should be able to manage a bit there. Pirtle checks out for the final 32 seconds. Raptors looking for a stop. Small ball lineup here. Shot clock down at 7. Saraf. Defended by Shed. Loses it. Ingram with a steal. Raptors have the shot clock off. Walter, wide open corner, may as well take it on. And he hits the 3 to go with it. Lead back up to 11. Excellent stuff from Jacoby Walter. Catching fire at the perfect time. Gonna need some threes to fall in a potential postseason. Saraf missing on the 2. And then RJ at the buzzer tips it in the wrong net. So count it. The Raptors, all right, we're up by 9.5. We ain't home free. RJ, it wasn't RJ. Sorry, Saraf who tipped it in. It looked like it was RJ. Sorry, Saraf tipped it in. Okay, up by 9. We're up by 9 at the half. It's okay. As of right now, we're taking care of our business. Problem is, the scorelines around the league, mainly the Magic, only the Magic. The Magic scoreline is not helping us. Boston with no incentive to win in a hole, down double digits in the first to Orlando. I think we're getting too personal with. If this YouTube channel takes off, you and the missus get tickets for the next FIFA World Cup. Yeah, I guess, but I don't anticipate funding a FIFA World Cup trip with this channel, fortunately. But anything is possible, I suppose. I'm going to keep doing my thing. Thank you for supporting, guys. By the way, if you're enjoying so far, please take a second to hit the like button. I'm going to quickly head to the bathroom, and when I return, we'll go through the first half, what went right, what went wrong, get you ready for the second half, break down all the stipulations for a Raptors playoff appearance, and we'll have some more fun. I'll be right back, guys. Do not go anywhere. All right. 70-61 here. Raptors not playing their best, but still up. And where the Raptors have not looked great is on the glass here. Not a big team we're playing against, but they've been hustling, and they've been out-hustling us for sure with the rebounds. This is the stat that's keeping Brooklyn in this. 11 offensive rebounds for Brooklyn, 1 for the Raptors. So Nets plus 10 there. It's led to 5 more free throws and 8 more field goal attempts. So the Raptors shooting 67% from the field and 47% from 3 are only up by 9 here. Definitely an issue with CMB, 2 minutes, 3 fouls. And that's a guy that helps out with the rebounding. Got a little sticky in some situations in the second quarter, but ultimately, talent has prevailed so far. The Raptors up by 9, but they still need help. They still need to win this game, and they will need help elsewhere. Brandon Ingram's got 12. He's 4 of 5. Barrett's got 14. He's 5 of 9. Barnes has 14. He's 6 of 7. But rebounding is the struggle for the Raptors today. Jacoby Walter, 3 of 5 from 3 off the bench. That's excellent as well. Need to see more of Colin Murray-Boyles being effective here and taking care of our business, making sure that we stay inside the top 6 without needing any additional favors. But rebounding, man, that's what it comes down to. Around the league, I was looking through. Magic up 9 at the half. Miami, or Hawks down 9 at the half. So Miami doing us a favor. Unfortunately, Boston is not with their laid-up lineup for today's game. Work to do. Work to do. We're not really having to work too hard, but work to do here. Sorry, write something down. But again, playoff scenarios, seeding scenarios for anyone who is unaware still of what all this means. If the Raptors win, Atlanta lose, and Orlando win, we are in a 3-way tie for the 5th seed. In the event of a 3-way tie, the tiebreakers change to division record, in which the Raptors have the second best division record of the 3, and therefore they will fall to they would stay as the 6th seed in that scenario. If the Raptors win and Atlanta lose and Orlando lose in the 1v1 tiebreaker, the Raptors have the advantage over the Atlanta Hawks and therefore would become the 5 seed in the event Atlanta loses. If Atlanta wins, doesn't matter. If the Raptors win, they will remain as the 6th seed. Orlando do not have the tiebreaker against the Raptors. Now, if the Raptors lose, obviously situations change. They would need help from elsewhere. If the Raptors lose in today's game, they could fall to the 7th seed. If Orlando also are able to win their game. Raptors can even fall as low as the 8th seed in a very, very dire scenario where Philly also win their game. For the Raptors to become the 7th seed, they would need Atlanta and Orlando to win, essentially. If Atlanta and Orlando win, the Raptors will be the 7th seed. I think it's as simple as that. Actually, we become the 7th seed. Actually, it doesn't even matter. If Orlando win and we lose, we are the 7th seed by my understandings. So, anyways, just win, and you don't have to worry about all that. I've looked at we have it all laid out. The Raptors win. They're still massive favorites in this game. They're favored by 23.5. They're up by 9 at the half. We should feel a bit more confident, I think, than we do. But we're just worried. I think we have the right to feel a little bit worried. Three-way tie, we should be number 1 on top of all of them. Well, we aren't. So, what are you going to do? We aren't. We're up by 9 at half. If we do the same thing in the second half, we're up by 18. That's not that bad, is it? We're up by 9. It's just it hasn't felt comfy, which is I guess where the issue is. Let's just make this half a little bit comfier for us. Let's ride off with a little bit of fun and get into the playoffs. You know what? Just win. I'd be great. Just win. Just win. Please just win. Getting some highlights from other games. We've already got the scores up. 9-point differences in both of the games. One good for us, one bad for us. We could be the 8th seed. You're correct. We could be the 8th seed after today. Because the 76ers have the tiebreaker against us. I think the Celtics can pull off the upset today. Yeah, but they're resting all their key guys, so probably not. Yeah, all 3 losing teams on screen, as Gordon points out, are down. All 3 losing teams have 61. Sorry, not all 3. There's 3 teams have 61 points. 9-point difference in each of the 3 games that we're looking at right now. 70-61, 70-61, 61-52. That's a little funny. I don't know why my chat doesn't refresh on its own anymore. It'll freeze. Let me see if I can... do this way. Hang on. See if I can fix the chat for us. Try this link instead. This is rigged. I don't know what you're referring to as being rigged, but I don't think anything's rigged here. I don't want to. I also like, if we do win this game and we do end up as the 6th seed, I don't want the sentiments to be negative. Finishing in the top 6 would be quite an achievement for this Raptors team who has spent the last 2 years tanking. I think we got to respect and appreciate any playoff appearance for this team, let alone coming out of the East as a top 6 team like that. All that mattered was just winning one game in the whole regular season. We had 10 chances to win one of them. Could look at it like that. I mean, the Kings loss will certainly bitten us a little bit there. But every team can say that. Any team can say that. Orlando are going to have the same record as us. Orlando made the same record as the 5 seed and be the 7 seed. So you know what? You know what it stings more for? Orlando, who are in the play-in tournament. If things go in the scenario 1 situation here. That would suck. Having the same record as the 5 seed and having to play in the play-in tournament, that'd be worse. Like, It is what it is. Fourth quarters have hurt us. Yeah, we'd be a lot better off if we weren't so shit in fourth quarters. But we were, so here we are. Half a game left in the regular season, a win, and we're in the playoffs. I'm not going to be too upset about that. What's our largest lead today? We were up by 15, I think, at one point. Were we up by any more? Our largest lead was 15. The Nets did lead 8-2, I think, which is their largest lead of 6. How was my day? Pretty good. My grandma came over for lunch. Watched some soccer in the morning. Watched some golf after. Watching the Raps tonight. Gonna end this gonna end around 8:30. I can have pimento cheese sandwich for dinner. Ain't too bad. Jays did get smoked again today. They got smoked yesterday in the game I was at. I mean, they kind of got smoked. It was 7-4, but it was 7-2 for like the entire game. More. IQ's out? Jamal Shit starting. Right hamstring tightness for Quickly. He's out for the remainder of the game. Is he out for the rest of the game? So, important to keep in mind, Raptors are not don't want to take any chances here. So it's possible. Yeah, he's out for the rest of the game. It's possible it's a precautionary measure, and the Raptors think they have enough regardless. But that's alarming. Good news is, if we win today, we don't got a game for over a week, and we can chill, or for at least a week. I would think a week. I mean, the play-in tournament finals, the final round of the play-in tournament's on Friday. So I'd be pretty surprised if the playoffs started right after that. I could be wrong. Maybe they are. Not quickly. Ingram at the line for the Raptors. Looking to make it comfier in the second half, certainly. Ingram at the line. Second free throw also good. Raptors lead 72-61. Saraf to Powell. Saraf driving. Blocked by Barnes. Out the other way. Shed. Dumps off to Ingram for 3 to open it up. Yes, sir. He's got it. Raptors lead 75-61. Timeout for the Raptors. Playing is from April 4th to 17th. 17th being the Friday. Yeah. So we can chill. Let's. I'm curious how much Raptors, because they're going to be selling playoff tickets at this point. I'm curious how much they're running people right now. NBA. Wow, you can actually buy play-in tournament tickets right now, which the first round of the play-in tournament, those tickets are going for $114. You get in for $114. Is that standing only though? I wanna sit down if I'm getting a ticket. No. Or is that actually a seat? No, it is seating. Okay. Looks like there aren't any standing tickets for playoff play-in game. All right, anyways. $114 get-in price for round 1 of the play-in tournament for the Raptors, if that game happens, which it may not. Okay, let's see. Home game 1 of round 1 of the playoffs. Let's see the prices on that. So that would be game 3 of a playoff series if the Raptors are there. The tickets for that, you get in $161. That's a lot of money, Canadian dollars, but I'm not going to go, but that's like not egregious. That's not an egregious ticket price. According to, is that Josh Lewenberg of TSN, Quickly was always going to play one half. So this is part of the plan, Quickly only getting one half. Okay, that makes sense. YouTuber who I'll not name says Scotty would be the best player in a series versus New York. I would like to believe that, but I unfortunately cannot when Jalen Brunson is in the series, and I respect the hell out of Jalen Brunson. Not a great matchup for Barnes either. But rising up. What about 4 good seats? I don't know. I ain't buying those. 4 like lower bowl seats. Looks like if you want to be behind the net, like mid three per ticket. If you want to be sideline, mid 5s, which I would not be paying. But anyways, out of timeout, Raptors up 75-61. Malachi Smith, Pirtle defending. Yeah, it's not like egregiously priced for that. 3 ball for Johnson at the buzzer is off the mark. Pirtle on the miss. Here come the Raptors again. RJ to Pirtle. He's fouled. Side out of bounds for the Raptors. Do I think the Raptors can make the NBA Finals? No. Sadly, no. Do I think it's possible? Anything is possible, but I don't think realistically that's happening. No. They'd have to overcome being quite sizable underdogs in 3 straight series. Get to the finals. Barrett can't get the layup to fall. Other way for Brooklyn. Saraf. Down low, Powell. Layup doesn't go, but he's fouled. I never say no chance in sports. Well, unironically, I never say it's impossible. But it's probably not going to happen. No. Third quarter underway in Miami. Atlanta down by 8. And second half just getting underway in Boston with Orlando up by 9. We need Orlando to lose that game. We need Atlanta to lose their game. Nothing's impossible in sports. I just broke my toe. Toe breaks aren't too bad usually. You'll be okay. You won't be out too long. NBA is the one sport where the best team always win. It's not a one-off game. The best team does not always win. Actually, the best team in NBA does not win the championship every year. Jakob laying it in with the left. And drawing the foul, 77-63. When Dallas beat Miami in the NBA Finals, was Dallas the best team in the NBA? They were not. The Raptors were underdogs against the Warriors when they won the chip. Pistons in 04 beat the Lakers. They were not the best team in the NBA. Missed free throws. Keep the game at 14. Powell lays it in. And it's 77-65. Did I get tempered? No, I haven't bought tickets yet. I'm gonna be a day of the game type guy. I'm gonna be I'm gonna scum cheaper tickets hopefully right before the game starts type of person. Bonus situation for the Raptors with 9:24 to go in the third. Good spot to be in here. Pirtle's got to make the free throws, though. He makes the first. Jordy Fernandez deserves better than this sorry-ass roster. Pirtle misses the second free throw. So Raptors lead by 13. Still not feeling shaken by the Nets, but they know that Brooklyn's still hanging around here. Layup and one. Brooklyn, chance to bring this down to single digits with ETN at the line. DeMarcus Cousins debut trying to Roy broke NBA Twitter and Reddit. I've never seen NBA Twitter go as crazy as Brooklyn's first game with KD, Kyrie, and Harden. I remember that game was just I remember watching that game just being like, how the fuck is any team going to beat these guys? And lo and behold, they beat themselves, kind of. What a disaster that was. But that first game, man, they just looked so good. Didn't work out. And here Brooklyn now. Shed. And to be honest, they've tanked for a little bit here. RJ getting the N1. They've tanked for a little bit here, and they haven't exactly nailed a draft pick yet, have they? They had 5 first-round picks here. Nothing, overly impressive yet. No? No franchise piece type player. And they've had a lot of shots to draft. Ingram, is he getting the steal at half court? Note the deflection. It'll slow it down. Nets got to move quickly here with the shot clock at 8. Malachi Smith turns it over. Pirtle. What the fuck is that pass, Yak? Well, you know what? He gets the block other side. He gets the block, so he made up for it a little bit. 81-68 Barnes driving. Deflected back to him on the pass. Barrett for 3. Off the mark. Shed. Gets the rebound. RJ called for the offensive foul. And it's going the other way. That's a soft call, man. Soft call. The inconsistencies on these push-offs. Annoying. You're fighting to not be last place in your fantasy league. Buddy, what? Your fantasy league should not be going into the last week of the season. It should have been long done. RJ checking out with 4 personal fouls. You got to be careful with foul trouble here. RJ's on 4. On the bench. Now on the court. Colmary Boyle's on 3 fouls in just 2 minutes. So we're going to need him to be playing smarter out here. Boston within 5 in the Magic game. Yeah, I'm sure Orlando are watching us thinking, hey, Brooklyn only down by 12. They could do it still. I remember John and BG. I don't know who that is. Raptors by 12. Is that and one? Wow, Murray. Boy, you just fucking checked. You just checked in. You're on 3 fouls in 2 fucking minutes, and you foul again. You are on 3 fucking fouls. You can't foul again. 4 fouls in 2 minutes, essentially. Bro. As of right now, does not look like they are challenging, but they are calling a timeout. We're rooting for Celtics. We are rooting for the Celtics. Yes, we would like to be the 5 seed here. I know Norm Powell's getting minutes right now. Probably health. It's not healthy. Has had just injury after injury this season. Okay, well, up by 10. More work to do still. Not in a comfy position. Atlanta's better shot versus New York than us. I agree. If I'm the Knicks, I do not want Atlanta. I want Toronto. I am hoping for an Orlando win today. The score is too close, so it's touted as a 98% chance of winning. I mean, not really. A league a little bit off the pace. Let's say we're favored by 24. We're on pace to win by like 17 or 18 right now. It's not as if it's like a 1 possession game here. Just a lot of games still to play. Why is Atlanta not wanting to win? Because they believe Orlando will win. And if Orlando wins, they will stay as the 5 seed, even if they lose. So Atlanta decides to risk it because they're probably good even if they lose this game. Boston third stringers need to give us a miracle. But it's tight. It's a 4-point game there now, isn't it? Do I think the Lakers will win? Who are they playing? The Jazz? The Lakers who would like to win playing the Jazz who would like to lose. I think the Lakers will win, yeah. Orlando could fumble. I mean, if any team could fumble that, it's Orlando. And if any team could rise up with third stringers, it's the Celtics. I'll trust the Celtics third stringers over anybody else's third stringers, I think. AJ Lawson checking in. He's on a standard NBA deal now. He's playoff eligible for the Raptors, and he is looking to get something going here. Johnson at the line. CMB just picked up his 4th foul. He's played 3 minutes tonight. Free throws a miss. Raptors up by 10. They've led by as many as 15. Ingram. Putting it up with the right, and he draws the foul. Well, they announced rookie. I don't know. So I think I'm going to go to the line. AJ Lawson, great G League season, and last couple of weeks he's played quite well for the Raptors on the floor here. So good for him. Congrats to him for getting that standard deal to potentially get some playoff minutes. Chris Boucher would be amazing. So amazing that no NBA team employs him right now. First free throw good for BI. Second one also good. Raptors by 12. 83-71. 7:44 to go in the third. Been a slow third quarter so far. Powell. Working for the Nets now. Etienne. Smith. Kick out to Johnson for 3. Off the mark. Rebound to Wilson. Powell for 3, off the mark again. Barnes this time hauls in the rebound. Second chance possession, saving the Nets. It's keeping them in this game. Raptors have been quite efficient with their offenses, giving up too many possessions other side. And poor passes like that. And poor passes like that make it a bit harder. Out of bounds for a Raptors ball. 10 on the shot clock. I don't know. I haven't called LeBron yet. I'll text him after the game and see if he's gonna try today or not. Oh. BI mid range, in and out. I don't know what the playoff and standing scenarios are in the Western Conference, so I don't know how hard the Lakers will try. Powell driving. Wilson spinning with the right, off the mark. Rebound batted to Lawson, who's got it and gets it off to Scotty Barnes. I'm watching this game on Sportsnet, the official broadcaster for half of the Raptors games in Ontario. Barnes, turnaround 2 is good. 85-71. We're on triple-double watch for Scotty Barnes, as Matty D just pointed out on the commentary. Wilson. Going at BI. Right over top of him. No bounce for him. Barnes again on the rebound. Finds Lawson. Going past Powell, laying it in. Tough layup. Raptors, largest lead of 16. Good little spell of play here. Barnes, that's a triple-double. That's it. He has a triple-double. 16, 10, and 10 for Scotty Barnes. Stuffing the stat sheet tonight. Just got a rebound and assist on that previous play. And he just got another rebound to go with it. Barnes in mid-range to add on. Does not go. But triple-double for Scotty Barnes. We got a 3-point game. We know apparently 1-point game. It's a tight game in Boston. That's what we got to know. Walter with a steal. Out the other way. CMB streaking behind him. Walter blocked. Gets it back. And Raptors slow it down here. 87-71. Barnes, is he going to go to work again? No inside for CMB. Poor pass. Deflected to Walter, though. In the corner, Lawson, 3-ball. Gets it to go. AJ Lawson. What a burst we've had since he's come in the game. That's the exact kind of impact they'll be hoping for in a potential playoff appearance with him. Maybe getting like a couple minutes here and there and injecting something different. Barnes, another rebound. He's getting every rebound right now. Lawson in the corner to Ingram. Will I cover any games after this? I will cover hopefully every Raptors playoff game. I am going to be away out of town, not this weekend, the next weekend, and I am worried there could be interference there for the Raptors, and that would be like the end of the series. And we still have to win this game, of course, to get there. No schedule yet for the playoffs. NBA playoffs begin on the 18th, though. So we play like every other night, and we even have to start that day. I mean, I imagine we'll be starting that day because we won't be a play-in game. So 18th, it'll be like 18, 20, 20. Damn. I could be missing a big game in there. All right, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when the schedule's out, but I could be in a bit of trouble with my schedule. Saraf. Hounded. And the dunk by Johnson is good after Saraf gets it off. Boston up by 4 now. Hello. Orlando. Is that on a legal streaming service that I can watch it? Lawson for 3 off the mark. Like, does SportsCenter TSN have this game? What did I do today? I watched sports and I hung out with my grandma. We got hockey on TSN. Can I get this game on? Check Discord. I don't really want to use a fucking... whatever. I'll do what I gotta do. I'll toss it on. Exciting. Atlanta look like they're gonna lose. All right, send it on Discord. The stream website I'm using is a little bit delayed to the actual score like every other stream website. Well, the good news, this clock is synced up with me, so if you sync up your game clock to this game clock, we're going to be watching at the exact same time in your eyes. Dark money the rest plays worth. Let's get there, but I'm sure that's playing on the mind, making sure that they take care of business, but also don't risk any additional injuries. But it wraps up 17. It's not done yet. Got to still finish the job. CMB out to Shed. Up fake. Drive. Finds AJ Lawson. Got a good look from the corner. This time he is off the mark. All right. Phoenix sent me a link here. Let's see how many ads I got to fight through to watch this fucking game. Oh, god damn it. Ad block. I didn't got one on my phone. Thoughts on Paolo? I mean, I think people are kind of understanding some of the issues of the game. He's obviously very talented, skilled, but there's some issues there. For the record, I think Cleveland will beat us in the playoffs. I just think we have a better chance of beating them. I cannot get this link to work on my phone. All right, you know what? You guys just got to keep me posted. You know what? If this game ends before the Orlando-Boston game, I'll watch that on my computer here, and we'll follow that one along. But currently, Boston up by 4. Raptors up by 14. Atlanta down by 18. Looks like Atlanta are going to lose. However, if the Raptors want to move up to 5, they need both Orlando and Atlanta to lose. Shed to Ingram for 3. In and out. Other way for Brooklyn. Smith. That's where we're going to paint. Mamu disrupting Liddell. Shot comes out. Mamu on the rebound. 7-0 run for Brooklyn. Raptors could use a bucket. Walter fouled. And Raptors bid in the bonus for the last 7 minutes, so Walter going to head to the line here. That's another one. All right, let me see. Why Orlando? We had a tiebreaker, no? Read this. All right, I'm going to try and get on my phone now. Anyways, the tiebreaker changes when there's a 3-way tie. That's the reason we need Orlando to lose. All right. Trying to get the Boston-Orlando game on my phone. Navigating through pop-ups. All right, we got it. Thank you, Phoenix. Why are there captions? Turn off those captions. Liddell, another bucket, so still a 14-point game. Raptors not home free as of yet, but they are up 14. Boston's up 80-75. Shed to CMB, now Ingram. Fadeaway 2 is good. B.I. at the baseline doing his thing. Raps by 16. They've led by 21 tonight. Nets led by 6 early. Double comes. Can the Raps get a stop here? They cannot. Tough bucket there for Johnson. Ingram. Trying to go to work. Has to bail out, goes to Shed. In the corner, Mamu. 6 in the shot clock. Fighting through traffic. Tough layup. Nice play by Mamu. 98-82. Shot clock, game clock separated by about 16 seconds. And an offensive foul called against Brooklyn. It's Johnson charged with it. So Walter forces that turnover. And we're moving the other way. Boston's up by 8 now. Oh, boy. Well, actually, it's 6. I'm a bit behind this. Sorry. I'm a bit behind this. Anyways. 98-82. Shot clock, game clock separated by 11.5. 10 on the shot clock. Ingram out of the double to Barnes. In the wing to Shed. Shot clock winding down. We got to do something with it. Shed. Tough right. Gets the roll. What a play by Shed. Can they get another stop? Five seconds. Saraf finds room in the paint. Floater. Gets the roll at the buzzer. So the Raptors will take a 16-point lead into the fourth. I mean, don't feel like we've done anything crazy, but we are, we're doing our job here. We're up by 16, and we're looking decently comfortable here for a fourth quarter. Boston have taken a 10-point lead here, as we're seeing. The Boston Celtics are potentially about to do us a big favor, so long as we can do our job. Atlanta's down by 21 in the fourth. That one looks done. Boston's up 12. Boston third stringers up 12 on the Orlando first stringers. This is crazy. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, remember to hit the like button and consider subscribing for more Raptors content. I'll be live for NBA playoff games in the form of watch-alongs. Hope to see you here. Hopefully our playoff schedule is friendly to my travels, unfortunate, that have come up end of the month. Is it crazy that Boston is leading Orlando? It is crazy. Boston were 13-point underdogs coming into that game as a result of their lineup, and they are up by 13 right now. It is an insane Boston performance right now, and they're on fire right now. The crowd is hyped. The players are hyped. That Boston is looking good right now, and I hate to be supporting Boston, but they are looking good right now. Now, a reminder, guys, as much as we prefer the Cleveland matchup, Cleveland is still a better team than us and will be favored against us. I just think we have definitely a better chance there than New York. Cleveland could still sweep us, for sure. But I think we have a better chance of beating Cleveland than we have of beating New York. So I'd rather that. I'll take any top 6 seed, but I prefer that one. If the Magic lose this game, oh my God. A Scotty versus Mobley series would be a lot of fun, I think. Hey, let's see how it all pans out. Fourth quarter action here. Third quarter wrapping up in Boston. Boston's up by 15, guys. CMB at the rim. He's fouled. Start off the fourth. The Raptors hopefully can get into a comfy enough spot to rest the starters at some point here. Don't want to risk any injuries. But the Raptors need to take care of business here first. Magic definitely not locked into a playoff appearance. I got to tell you, no team is going to want Charlotte out of the play-in spots. Charlotte are good. I think Detroit should be very scared of a Charlotte Hornets series if Charlotte get there. 15-point game in Boston. 18-point game in Toronto. Saraf. Working on Mamu. Kick out. 3 ball off the mark for Brooklyn. Out of bounds. It's Raptors ball. Just got to wind down the clock. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And finish the job. AJ Lawson doing well here. Good to see him getting some momentum for some potential minor minutes in the playoffs. As long as we win. If you beat the Cavs second round, remind me, does the NBA reseed for the playoffs? I think they do, right? So if we beat the Cavs, we're the 5 seed. We'd probably play the 1 seed. Another big reason to another very big incentive for being the 5 seed is your second round opponent is if you get to the second round. This is looking very far ahead, of course. If you're the 5 seed, your second round opponent is Detroit instead of Boston. They don't reseed, so it'd be Detroit or Charlotte potentially, or whoever could beat Detroit. So it's big that you avoid Boston until the conference finals. If I know we're very much looking very far ahead unnecessarily here, but the 5th seed is way more valuable than the 6th seed for the first round and especially the second round. Definitely a mickier, mousier pathway than New York and then Boston. Yeah, I agree. But again, Cleveland are going to be favored over us. So Cleveland got to like their chances as well. And Cleveland, I imagine, would rather play us than Atlanta. But Atlanta could have put themselves in a bad position here, man. Atlanta bet on Orlando to beat Boston. And right now, it's a losing bet. I can't even imagine this chat if the Raptors pull what the Atlanta Hawks are doing and suffered seeding as a result. This chat would be going nuclear if we were in Atlanta's position right now. You think Cleveland would want to play Atlanta? I don't think so. I think Atlanta are the better team, and they'd worry about them more than us. Will the lights be too bright for Jared Allen? I don't know. Will the lights be too bright for James Harden? I don't know. Donovan Mitchell's a playoff elite, but not on defense. I think we match up well typically with Evan Mobley. It's just, I prefer Cleveland. We've played Mitchell pretty well in the last few years. Like even this year, we've played Mitchell pretty well. Now he's a different beast in the playoffs, but I like the matchups we can throw at Cleveland. But let's get Cleveland first. You know, Boston third stringers still need to play another quarter. We still need to finish this game. The Atlanta lost. I mean, I don't see Atlanta winning that game. What does this mean for Orlando if they lose and Philadelphia win? Because Philadelphia's up by 21. Can Orlando fall even further? Does Orlando fall to... How far can Orlando fall right now? Let me see. So if Orlando lose... Raptors... Atlanta, so let's say Boston wins, Miami wins, Philly wins, and Charlotte wins. Orlando would be the eighth seed. So Orlando go down to the 8. They cannot go down to the 9. Charlotte are playing Miami in the play-in tournament. That is confirmed. So Charlotte as the 8th seed would be live, man, for a first round. But they got to get there, of course. Orlando could only fall to 8, yeah. But Orlando, if they lose, would fall. They wouldn't get the home game in the first play-in game. That could be Philly who get it. $20-point game here in Toronto. Raptors still going full strength. Aside from Quickly, who came out at half. According to some reports, that was the plan. Boston's up by double digits. If I'm a Pistons fan, I'm terrified of possible Hornets match first round. That's just a nightmare round one. Like, you're the 1 seed and you got to play what has been pretty consistently a top 5 team in the East in the first round. That'd be a worry. Yeah. The Hornets are good. Just straight up good. Not sneaky good, they're good. I'd be worried if I was Detroit there. I think Detroit will win, but I think Hornets are live for that. Nice spin. Finished there. Raptors up by 20 again. SJs, to get the 5th seed, we have to win. Orlando has to lose. Hawks to lose. If only there was some sort of list of possibilities somewhere. Maybe I should write down the scenarios and put it on screen. Would that be helpful, you think? Let's worry about round 1 before we worry about round 2, you know? Philly has no chance of beating Boston, right? No. 4. Actually, 5, because Boston will have that one night of the series. The classic Boston night where they just decide to shoot everything in mid-range and forget how to play basketball properly. Here's the tiebreaker scenario if Orlando wins today. Right here. Franz is injured. Oh, boy. I saw him crying, too. I thought he was, frustrated, not hurt. Whew, Orlando. I think it's higher as the match, don't we? Yes, but also no. All right. So I thought we had all our bases covered. If the Raptors and Magic are tied, the Raptors have the tiebreaker. If the Raptors, the Magic, and the Hawks are tied, it's a 3-way tie. In a 3-way tie, the tiebreaker stipulations change from the head-to-head record to the division record. As noted here, the tiebreaker becomes division record. In that event, Atlanta have the tiebreaker over us, and we have the tiebreaker over Orlando. So if the Raptors want to be the 5 seed, they need to be in a 2-way tie rather than a 3-way tie. If Atlanta lose, which they're about to, and Orlando win, it'll be a 3-way tie. Why am I explaining? It's right. It's all right here. Just read this. Read. Wilson, gonna work for the Nets, high up the glass, off the mark. Ingram on the rebound. Barnes has a triple-double tonight, and he's on the ball here. Double comes. Out to Mamu. In the wing to Lawson for 3. Bang! A.J. Lawson. I haven't done the door shot. Right? Next commercial, I'll do the door shot. And hopefully don't embarrass myself. Feels great to be back in the playoffs. Can't believe some people would rather have less than 1% chance at their one than a playoff berth. What people, it's just stupid people use the argument that, Dallas got it last year. Like, you're lumping in Dallas's percentage with, like, every team basically outside the top 7. You'll say, like, well, this team won it. Yeah, that team who had that sliver percentage won it. But any team in that range that would have won the first round pick, you would have said, well, this team won it. You're therefore extending the percentage chance of the unlikely happening. We're only focused on ourselves. Does that make sense? Like, you're lumping all these teams into a category together of unlikely first round picks, which is likelier because you're adding on all of their probabilities together. I'd rather be in the playoffs, personally. Raptors up by 25. We could be heading into garbage time here. The Boston Celtics are up by 16 points, guys. This is crazy. There have to be anyone in the playoffs who they're more likely to beat. They're more likely to be some than others. Boston, very unlikely. The Knicks, I don't think is quite likely at all. Cavaliers of the top 4 seed, I think, is the best matchup for us, though Cleveland will be favored over the Raptors. I like the match when you throw them. I think we can cause them problems. I think Cleveland win the series, but I think the Raps can give them a series. I'd be pissed as a Hawks fan. To be honest, more often than not, they made a good bet. They made a good bet. They needed Orlando to beat Boston's third stringers. They made a good bet. They might lose that bet, but it's a good bet. If I gave you a coin toss and paid you bet $7 to my you bet $3 on a coin toss to win $7. Are you flipping that coin? Yeah, because it's a 50-50. You're getting better odds. But sometimes you're going to lose. Sometimes you're going to lose that bet. Doesn't make it a bad bet. It's just it didn't work out. Now, the difference here is Atlanta are in control of their own destiny if they win the game. But I can understand why they did it. But you know what? I would be pissed if I was a Hawks fan. You're right. I would be pissed. 8:38 to go in Boston. The time is ticking away. Boston got hot to end the third, and they can play defense. You're right. They could have just not made that bet. But when you are in control of your own destiny, you're also gambling health of your players. So I think the Hawks probably made the right call. They are getting rest. They're keeping everyone healthy. And they were probably going to stay as the 5 seed. I think if you mapped it out, it was probably the right call, but it's going to backfire, it looks like. Mamu on the finish there. Raptors just piling on now. They are pulling away in the fourth. The Hawks match up better against. Oh, the Knicks can't be happy about this for sure. The Knicks definitely would rather play us than Atlanta. The Cavs. I think the Cavs will be happy, to be honest. I think if I was Cleveland, I'd rather play us. Shot clock violation by the Nets. 6:51 to go. Raptors keeping the foot on the gas here. Why did the Hawks versus Heat game go to Charlotte? 'Cause I think that game is done. So the Hawks have lost. So the Hawks cannot win. So that eliminates this possibility down here. Less to read. Hawks have lost. I don't think, well, I mean, Doncic doesn't get an easy matchup regardless, but I don't know. Would you think Cleveland would prefer for Hawks? I don't think so. I think Cleveland would prefer us. If we overcome everything that's gone on this season and finish as a 5 seed, that would be something special, man. RJ to the rim, missing the layup, but he's going to go to the line. Boston by 13. Timeout with 8:16 to go. I'll stay live until the conclusion of the Boston game. We're 3-0 against the Cavs early in the season when the Cavs were struggling, though. And they've added Harden since then. The Cavs are different to the team we played early in the season. Barnes and Ingram checking out. That might be their regular season concluded. A triple-double for Scotty Barnes to end the year. 18 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists, 8 of 11. Brandon Ingram, 25 points, 7 of 10, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Raptors with Shed, CMB, Walter, Barrett, and Mamu. Haven't gone to a garbage time lineup yet. I imagine that could be coming soon with the Raptors up by 29, though. RJ, do I think Dennis Schroeder? No, probably not, but he's a good bench guy. RJ drawing another foul. RJ piling up some points. Regardless, looks like we're a playoff team, guys. It's been a long, hard process, but the Raptors are going to the playoffs, it seems. Yep. I mean, you think about it from the start of the season, I was just hoping for playoffs, even I meant for the play-in tournament. I did not think a playoff. I did not think a top 6 seed was super realistic for the Raptors. I would have thought it'd have to be a real upper percentile season for Toronto, and it looks like they've produced it. It looks like they've produced it, guys. 122-92 here. Timeout Raptors. I think this is where the subs come in. It looks like we've done it, guys. Can it get even better with a Boston win? 7:31 to go there. I am interested to see. Darko is a very, socialist sort of coach. Everyone gets their fair share of the offense and touches. Minutes, I feel like he isn't as aggressive as he needs to be sometimes with his top guys. I am curious to see how he will strategize minutes and touches for the playoffs. Like how much more dominant will Ingram and Barnes be on the ball? How many more minutes will the starters get? We are certainly going to find out. Kendrick Perkins projected to be top. Kendrick Perkins is an idiot, so I don't really care about his opinion, to be honest. Also, he knows that he gets engagement when he appeals to the Raptors fan base, so I'm not sure he actually believed it, but I don't really. Kendrick Perkins is a dumbass. Proletariat-friendly system. Darko. Hey, man, it is what it is. It's gotten us top 6 seed, and it could be top 5. Yeah, I also think Perk did it to go against Bill Simmons a little bit. Yeah, Perkins knows that when he talks, when he speaks good about the Raptors fans love it, eat it up, and he gets engagement. And that's his job. His job is to get engagement. Because Kendrick Perkins is a fucking idiot. We're not the 5th seed yet. We are not the 5th seed yet. Orlando is within single digits here. Boston fighting with their 3rd string. Aren't we 5th with the Atlanta? Just read it. Read this, please. Who was here like 2-3 weeks ago when I said when I worked in retail and there'd be like a 50% off sale at our store, and the store would be plastered with signs. Big red signs, 50% off everything. And then people walk in. Got any sales going on today? Yeah. Yes, we do. Garrett Temple's in. This is usually when I shut the game off, but gonna grind through. Orlando is on the charge, boys and girls. Sorry. And everyone. Orlando is on the charge, everyone. It is a 7-point game. We have not locked up the 5 seed. $124.92. Bit of a run for Orlando, yeah. A little dicey there. We're just when you opened it, you saw this big text on screen. We're up by 20. They're up by 32. This one's done. We're a playoff team. Now for our seeding. Orlando lose, we are the 5 seed. Orlando win, we are the 6 seed. In both scenarios, Orlando cannot pass us. Orlando are the 7 seed. But they could be the 8 seed. Oh, Grady landed awkwardly there. Oh, the right foot. Oh, that landed awkwardly. How long did the text been up? I put it up in the first quarter. A sale at amateur merchandise. You want some merch? Hit me up. We could do something. We could do something for you. Can I switch the scoreboard? Why? It's up right now. Grady landed really awkwardly on his right there. He's on his feet. Doesn't even look like he has to come out, actually. Magic can come back. It is a 6-point game there. Or actually a 7-point game. Because I'm watching on my phone, which is way behind. This is more up to date. It's a 5-point game. Getting nervous now. I'm getting really nervous. I really want Magic to lose this game. By the way, I cannot change the big scoreboard above me. This is gonna stay the same. We'll have to just follow the this one up here for the Magic. However, I'll probably block that so I can just watch it on my computer. Jackson Davis spins and finishes underneath. How about Atlanta Hawks fans watching this right now? They must be fucking nervous. Delano Banton, and don't forget about Ron Harper Jr., Phoenix. They are determining our playoff fate, or our playoff seeding. I have a fiance, dude. How are Hawks fans doing? Let us know. F is cool. Report back. If we could get some boots on the ground on Atlanta Hawks subreddit or Twitter, or Orlando Magic subreddit or Twitter, if we get boots on the ground there and have you report back, let us know how that's going. 2:31 left. This game is over. The Raptors are going to the playoffs. Whatever happens in the Boston game, don't let it take away from what the Raptors have achieved this season. They've worked extremely hard. They've overcome a lot of adversity. They've had some rough patches. Yet here they are. They are going to the NBA playoffs. They do not need to go through the play-in tournament to do it. We should not have that. We should not have anything dampen the mood of that. Been a rough couple years, but it's been a super fun season. This is a talented squad, and it's going to the playoffs to test their skills. Mobo rising up, letting the fans cheer a little bit more. Raptors by 35 5 right now. Yeah, I again, I'm with MSJ. Whatever playoff appearance is, I don't care. I'm very happy with it. I'd love to play. I'd love to have what I think is a slightly easier matchup, but I'm happy with any playoff appearance. I don't think whatever happens in playoffs, whether we win a series, whether we get swept, don't let it take away from what the team has accomplished this season. This is an impressive feat by this team. Projected to win 40 games. They're going to win 46, and they're going to be a top 6 team. Boston is still 5-point game. It's timeout right now. Once the Raptors game wraps up, I will get Boston on the big screen here. You guys won't be able to see it, but I will. I'll be following along a little more closely there. Powell for 3 for Brooklyn. 1:12 to go. This one is almost over. A lot for Brooklyn to work on here. These are the last time these guys will be playing the season. A lot for them to work on. They'll be hoping for a top draft pick here. But I do think Jordy Fernandez is a great coach. Temple for 3. Hey, Unk still got it. Garrett Temple, corner 3. Raps bench loves that one. "45 seconds. Will the Raptors dribble this out?" I think they might with Temple. Is he respectful or is he trying to do more here? I mean, if Brooklyn want to try and get some fucking steal here, he may as well go score if he's trying to steal it off you. Temple to Trace Jackson Davis. Driving, layup, off the mark. Brooklyn have it. Shot clock is off. I imagine they're going to try and score here. Corner 3 to end it off is good. Raps will dribble this one out, and they will win this game by 35. Ladies and gentlemen, the Toronto Raptors are going to the NBA playoffs for the first time since 2022. We'll have 4 minutes to figure out what our seeding is, but regardless, the Raptors are going to the playoffs. Playoff basketball is coming back to Toronto. What a season by this group. They've defied a bit of the odds here. They've come through adversity. They've put in a ton of work. There's been a lot of success, and it's all come together. They are going to the playoffs. They've avoided the NBA play-in tournament. Rejoice, applaud, enjoy it. The biggest piece of advice I got to give. Guys, we've had 2 horrific seasons. This was a lot of fun watching this team win. We're going to the playoffs. Enjoy it. Whatever reservations you may have about the long term, that doesn't matter right now. We're here. We made the playoffs. Enjoy it. Worry about that stuff later. Just enjoy it. Get behind this team. Support this team. And see if we can do anything fun in the playoffs. Let's try to have some fun with it. Boston's up by 7 in the clutch. I am going to get the Boston game on my big screen here. As for Raptors stats, RJ dropped an efficient 26, an efficient 25 for BI, and an 18-point triple-double for Barnes with 12 assists and 12 rebounds. Shout out Scotty Barnes. Okay. All that's left to decide our fate. If Orlando lose, the Raptors are the 5 seed. If Orlando wins, the Raptors are the 6 seed. That is it. That's all that can change our situation as it stands. Are we the 5 or the 6? I'm just trying to get the game on my screen here. All right. 106.99. The team we had thought we were top 6 minimum. Fair enough. I did not think we were a top 6 team. I thought we were a top 8 team. I didn't think we were top 6. Shout out Scotty Barnes, man. What a season. Hopefully get some votes for All NBA. He should be all defense first team. Hopefully get some DPOY votes. Not like first place votes because I think Wemby will be unanimous, but hopefully he gets some top 3 votes. Right now, the Celtics are up by 7. Orlando wins, we play New York. Orlando loses, we play Cleveland. I didn't do the door shot. Do the door shot. Last one of the regular season, y'all. Let's make it a good one. Come on. I'm saving it for the playoffs, guys. I'm saving it for the playoffs. All right. I'll save it for the playoffs. I'll hit it in game 1. All right. On the big screen. Celtics. Banton to Garza gets the roll. 9-point game for Boston. Don't think about cheering for Boston. Think about cheering against Orlando, and it'll make you feel better. Luka Garza legacy game. He had like a big game, I think, against us for the Timberwolves a few years ago when we lost by like 46 points or something. That's what we used to do, by the way. We used to lose by 46 to Luka Garza. You know, now that it's in my hands here, now that I can like grasp the Cleveland series, good Lord, I do not want a fucking series at MSG. Good Lord, I do not want to play the Knicks. Now that I have it, now that I can be greedy, I would really listen. I won't be upset, but I really would prefer Cleveland, and I think Cleveland would beat us. But I think we got a better chance against Cleveland. Not saying we're beating Cleveland, but I'd rather play Cleveland. 7-point game, 2:28 to go on my clock. This is a bit ahead of me. Oh, Atlanta and New York, actually. It's a little rivalry, maybe. Not necessarily without Trae Young, but there's a little something there. That could be a fun series. If it is the series that it pans out to be. Shireman for 3. Way off the mark. Here come Orlando. Desmond Bane for 3. 4-point game. 4-point game. It might be New York, folks. Do the Boston third stringers have something special in the clutch? Garza getting to work in the paint. Loses it. Fouls. Orlando in the bonus. Free throws, Orlando. Looks like New York, everybody. It was nice while it lasted, but it looks like New York. What's going on here? Banchero is playing, yes. Coach's challenge. Man, that was pretty clearly a foul. I got to piss real bad. While the timeout's going, make sure you hit the like if you haven't done so already. I got to piss. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. 4-point game. Orlando, I think, will be going to the line. I didn't see what happened with the challenge, but I don't imagine that'll get overturned. Oh, okay. So they may say on this replay that Garza got fouled, which is why he turned the ball over the first place. But it looks like ball there. I don't know if they're going to be. I don't think this challenge will be successful. So the Raptors are in the playoffs. Their seeding lies in the hands of the Boston Celtics. If Orlando lose, the Raptors are the 5 seed. If Orlando wins, the Raptors are the 6 seed. Orlando trying to stay ahead of the Sixers for the 7 seed. So unsuccessful challenge will send Wendell Carter to the line to make it a potential 2-point game. And a Carter, good free throw shooter. Makes the first, misses the second. It's a 3-point game. Boston haven't scored in a while. Orlando defense has locked in. Boston playing with the third stringers. It's Banton, Shireman, Garza, Walsh. As Wagner strips Banton. Getting to the rim, blocked by Shireman. What a play. 1:08 to go. Still 3-point game. Bane to Banchero for the tie, and he stepped out of bounds. He pump faked the open 3 to tie it. Paolo Banchero had a wide open 3 to tie the game. Pump faked and stepped out of bounds. Surreal. From PB No J. Wow. He turned down an open 3 for the tie. Open catch and shoot 3. Can Boston add a bucket? Shireman. Tanjay. Oh, they missed. Here's Suggs for the tie. It's tied 108. Ooh. All right. Boston got to work. Suggs, that's icy, man. Fast break, just to yank it like that, using a 2-for-1. Wow, 34.8 to go. 108. Raptors playoff seeding fate in the hands of Orlando and Boston. When Boston needed to lock in, when Orlando needed to lock in, they have locked in. Try to see sentiment online from Twitter. That was pretty crazy, Suggs triple there. Wow, Suggs talking a lot of shit, too. Suggs is still talking shit. Here we go, inbound for Boston. Out of bounds, back for Boston ball. Whew, that was close. We got Delano Banton. Are faded in the hands of Delano Banton right now. Tanjay, Walsh, Shireman, Banton, and Garza. That is the state. Garza for 3. Oh! Oh my God! Garza just pulls it. 2-for-1, and he pulls it. Oh my God! I was gonna say he had Banton cutting open. Oh my God! Wow, Garza. Ice cold. What a fucking shot, man. Turn around right over top of Carter, too. Dude. Do you think that was the play, or do you think he just fucking nuked it? Just thought, fuck it, I'm him. Wow. That was ballsy. MVP? Right after Suggs talks shit, that happens? That's crazy. It appears though Raptors Twitter's in agreement. We want Cleveland here. This could very much still be New York. So if Orlando lose, they are away at Philly for the play-in tournament first round. And then they will probably have to play Charlotte to even get into the playoffs. So this is a very big game. This would be an insanely bad loss for Orlando. All right. So I'm a little bit behind some of you. So we got Franz in the wing, the inbound. 31.6. Can he get it in? That's 5. Woo, that was close to 5. Franz back for 3 to tie. Nowhere near. And then Carter tied up by Sharman for a jump ball. Wow. Jump ball. So again, Orlando going for the 2-for-1. And that is that is a great call. What a play by Sharman. He's probably going to lose the jump to Wendell Carter, but still, what a play. Franz airballed the shit out of that. Yeah. All right. Jump ball between Carter, Sharman, tipped out. Still a chance for 2-for-1. Actually, no, sorry. No 2-for-1. Suggs for 3. Miss. Garza rebound. Forward to Tanjay. Orlando got a foul. And he's fouled by Suggs. Any bucket here, and this one's done, man. One make here, it's over. But you've got third stringer Tanjay at the line. I mean, I don't know if he's got the stones for this. Let's see. Nice rebound there by Garza. Oh, sorry, a foul to give. I apologize. A foul to give. Sorry. So it'll be inbound, side out. Boston don't have a timeout. They get it to Walsh. And he's burned a couple seconds there. Banchero fouls him. I was not expecting this to be a close game. Wow. The Magic are the 8 seed with a loss, a 7 seed with the win. The Raptors are the 5 seed with a Boston win. Jordan Walsh, good free throw shooter, needs 1 of 2. Makes the first. That's about it. Orlando need a miracle now. I mean, Orlando, oh my God. This is embarrassing. Makes both. It's a 5-point game. It's done, isn't it? Timeout Orlando. They gotta get a make and a steal here. Wow. This is absurd. This is absurd. What? I might pop into the Orlando Magic subreddit. If there's like a live chat on this game. Let's see. I hope we lose both play-in games. When it rains, it pours. What are the odds we miss the playoffs? Wendell Carter is a fucking bum. Mosley is a joke. Embarrassed in front of the entire league. Orlando's getting swept. Buddy, you got to make the playoffs to get swept. I hope they get bounced first round. I don't like that. I don't like wanting your team to lose. I don't like that, but that's what it's come to for Magic fans. Magic down by 5, 7.9 seconds. Wagner inbounds. They need a quick 3. Wagner in for Banchero for 3. Off the mark. Tipped out. It's Orlando ball 2.7. I mean, it's done. I don't even think they could score that quick. Bane for 3. Doesn't go. That's it. All right. The Boston Celtics third stringers have done us a favor. The Atlanta Hawks gambled. They said, no way the Boston third stringers beat Orlando tonight. Atlanta rested everybody. They threw their game and said Orlando will win that. Atlanta has lost their gamble. The Orlando Magic, at full strength, have lost to the third string Boston Celtics and have relinquished their spot as a 7 seed. But more importantly, they have removed the 3-way tiebreaker for 5th. The Raptors possess the individual tiebreaker over Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, the unlikely has happened. We have gotten one of the few scenarios that made it possible. The Toronto Raptors are your Eastern Conference 5 seed. They needed everything to go their way. Everything went their way against the odds. Toronto will play Cleveland in the first round of the playoffs. If they get out of that, they will play the winner of Detroit and the 8 seed, which could be Philly, Orlando, Miami, or Charlotte. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raptors are the 5 seed. After all the work that's gone into the Raptors are the 5 seed. They're 5th in the NBA. We make the playoffs and get our preferred first round matchup. All right, let's Cleveland are favored, but let's give them a series, man. Let's see what we can do. Let's give them a series. Let's take a couple, hopefully, and see where we go from there. I don't know. Let's see what we can do. But we're a playoff team. We're a playoff team. Rejoice. Feels good. Feels good. I'll go to bed with a smile on my face tonight. Wow. Yeah. This is great. Enjoy it, guys. We're not going to be favored in the playoffs, but you know what? Worry about that tomorrow. Take the rest of the night to enjoy the game, to enjoy the fact that we're in the playoffs. Play-in games are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. NBA playoffs begin on Saturday. And being that we are not a play-in team, I imagine we will play Saturday. I imagine it'll be an afternoon game. I must say, I think it'll be an afternoon game. Saturday, looking like a midday Saturday for the Raptors. That would be my guess. All right. How about that? How about that? We're going to the playoffs. All right, guys. Thank you. Playoff streams are back. There could be an issue in 2 weekends because I'm away in Ottawa for some helping a friend move. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Game 1, I'm here. Game 2, I'm here. In Game 3, it should be here as well. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe. I got plenty more Raptors content dropping for you. And I'll see you for game 1 and for some videos this week. And probably we might do a live. We'll have some content coming. I might do like a end of season stream or something to wrap it up. Notification bell so you stay up to date on content. But that's it for me, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy it a lot. I'll see you at the next one.